Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So as I promised, I'll try to make this video fully in English without doing the voiceover. Today we have a special day. We're here in Sawana, Costa Rica. We're going down to the Ducati offices, the dealership. We're gonna try the new Desert X, or the newest model. I think that bike has about, I think it has 5 to 7 years of being in the market. I think I'll double check with them. But yeah, that's gonna be today's video. It's gonna be a review or a vlog, either one of them. I think it's gonna be a review. And as soon as I get closer to the dealership, I'll show you guys more. So guys, if you're wondering why like every street looks the same, if you compare this video to the R1250 video review, it's just because Costa Rica is a really small country. And you know, both dealerships are really close, the BMW one and this one. So essentially you have to take the same roads to get or to test the bike. So that's why, just a separate comment. So guys, we're here at that Ducati dealership now. It's next to the KTM, and the zero motorcycles actually have like zero emission motorcycles. But now, like I said on the BMW one, I'm going back to a toy store. Toys R Us, just a different brand of toys. So I think the Deser X, that's the one waiting for me. So let's see how it goes. So guys, now we are on the Desert X Ducati 900cc engine, or 933 if I'm not mistaken. It looks like a futuristic bike. If I compare it to mine, it's way taller. If you go back to our 1250 GS versus the Adventure model, this one on the height level, it's similar to the GS Adventure on the 1250 series, so I can barely touch the ground when I'm on the stop sign. Now that you're riding it, it's a different story, because when you ride it, height is not such big issue. But again, right, like I said before, height can become a critical dependency in some instances. The quality on this bike though, it's amazing. Like the tank, these parts are freaking metal. They're like, I don't know if you guys have seen the BMW, but most of them, they're like plastic in some areas, and they will upsell you the same pieces, but on the metal version, this is all metal. So when you are off-roading, it makes a lot of sense, and it's a lot of, I'm gonna say safety or security, that if you fall down, the bike is gonna handle the crash, because it's metal. So it's a really good quality. I'm surprised, to be honest, about the quality. Just like the rest of them, or the adventure bikes, this one has different driving modes. Right now I'm driving in touring mode. I'm not sure how to change it right now. I'm just gonna stop in a few to change it. But it's you know, really comfortable. Seating position, to be honest, it's more comfortable than the GS Adventure, the 1250. It's really similar to the 1250 regular, and I think it's more comfortable than the 750 that I have. Now, if I compare it to the 750 that I have, of course you have a bigger engine. It seems like the quality of the bike seems to be better, again, because you have rougher materials built on. Design's a little bit more futuristic. Acceleration is one of them. Now I'm on touring, but we also have sports mode on this bike, so of course it's going to be an interesting comparison, because my bike has only two driving modes, one of them being road and the other one being rain. So having said that, I think this one, if you guys want to change from a lower engine, 750 engine, 600 engine, this is a huge upgrade. And it's cheaper, at least in Costa Rica, than the 1250. This one it goes for 30K. I think I said it already. But for the quality that you're getting, I think it's a really good price. Again, I'm surprised. It has this metal things on top. So I'm not sure how to, you know, compare to a BMW, because I've never seen a BMW front stock having this metal panels built in already. I'll show you the bike in a few more minutes, like its entirely and how it looks. But overall, my first impression, I'm surprised. I'm really surprised. Maybe the only downside that I'm seeing from this, away from the height that I already mentioned, is the clutch and the brakes. Sorry for the truck. The clutch and the brakes are really steep. I don't know if they're like hard to press or hard to use, but overall, really nice machine. Italians are making their job, definitely. Alright guys, so now let's talk about features. I haven't been able to understand how to work this. I mean, maybe it's because I'm used to the joystick from BMW, but overall, I mean, one of the things that I believe it's really nice is the position and the size of the screen. If you see the videos on my bike, you see that the screen is placed on a horizontal view. This one's more vertical. So when you're standing on your bike, it's easier for you to manage whatever you're managing from your screen. The other thing is the windshield. The windshield is a little bit taller than my 750 from stock. I don't have to change it. So it provides a lot of, or good wind resistance so far. It looks nice as well. On the control piece, so you have this controller again that I haven't been able to manage. You have cruise control, you have direction lights, you have your, I don't know what's the name in English, but your horn. You have the button to remove ABS or traction control and the emergency lights. And this other side, you have your engine start, changing the light dim, basically, you know, tall or small lights, and you have the heat or the warmers for your handlebars, which is good. The bike also comes with this protection from stock, which they look, you know, they look plastic, they look nice, but at the end of the day, they're plastic. So overall, really good quality. Again, I'm obsessed with the fact of this quality. I mean, this is metal, and since I'm you know, new into the adventure riding, and I'm new into the off-roading as well. I've fallen with my bike many times, and one of the biggest pain points, sorry, is not that it hurts me or that I get hurt, is that my bike gets hurt, because a rock, mud, grass, anything on the floor can scratch your bike or can, you know, put a little hole in your bike. And having this being metal, it gives you additional protection if you know, add, you know, crash bars or anything else. So it's a really good quality for the money, I think, on this Italian Ducati motorcycle. I think I'm just impressed. Alright guys, so after playing around with this thing right here, I was able to get the driving modes. So right now I'm on touring. The driving modes that you get on this bike are the rally mode, enduro mode, wet or rain mode. You get the touring, the one that I'm driving right now, urban, and sport. So basically, the difference between sport and touring is your gas power. You're gonna have on sport mode better response from the gas. On urban, you're gonna get less horsepower because it's more for the city. So your consumption from the gas perspective is gonna be lower. Touring is the one that I'm having right now. Rain is going to give you better grip on the road if the road is wet. Enduro and rally. So enduro, it's used more for the off-roading view of the bike, versus rally that will give you the same, let's call it features, but you're going to have more gas or more acceleration on the bike, if any. So finally got it done. It's a lot of wind today, so I'll try to make my best to improve the audio quality in post-edition. But those are the modes of this bike. Alright guys, so let's talk about the things that I don't like, or I'm not liking so far. So one of them is the position of the brake or the pedal on your feet. Basically it's too short. Right now I'm driving with hiking shoes or hiking tennis shoes, and I have to bend my feet like this way, so I'm able to find the pedal. I think with a boot, it might be a different story, but I mean, you're not gonna always wear boots when driving this bike, or at least in my case. And the other thing is that I was able to change it to sports mode. It's amazing. It gives you a lot of speed, but it gives you a lot of tremble, or it shakes a lot. My hands, and I'm only like 10 minutes in, and my hands are already tired because I have to hold on really strong because the bike starts shaking too much. So, and I say this is a concern because I'm only 10 minutes in, and I don't imagine myself driving for 2 hours with this vibration on my hands continuously. So those are the things that I'm not liking so far, but you know, let's see how it goes. All right, so another thing, and I know it's you know, it's not critical, but I don't like round designs on the mirrors. I think it takes away from that design that we're trying to build. I know that we're trying to match them with the headlights, but I don't know. It's just my opinion. I mean, they're functional, you know. With round mirrors you get more view on the mirrors, but again, I don't know. I don't like it that much, but it's just me. I don't think it's gonna be a deal breaker, if any. So guys, another piece to remember, and I like to say this in every review video, I'm not a technician, not a mechanic. I don't know, I'm not a product designer on motorcycles, but I mean, it's important to remember that these reviews are based out of my perspective, or my, let's call it, ability to review them as a user, so that you guys, if you want to invest or do your investment in this, that you can do it, and you know, and not listen to somebody talking about engine, or talking about mechanics, or talking about, you know, the power. Maybe that's some other video you can get, but yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to build user-driven reviews from my perspective, which I believe it's kind of important. So guys, one other thing is, even though I said the height is something interesting here, even though I can barely you know use my feet on the ground when doing a stop here, but something that makes up for that, it's the ability that I have to manage the weight of the bike. I mean, this bike, I think it's about 20 pounds less than my 750 GS, so it's really comfortable actually, because you don't have to worry so much about the weight. And again, right, if I'm comparing or trying to put something that helps height, it's the weight of the bike. So it's important to note it's a little bit less heavier than the 750 GS. It's easy to manage with 1 foot, or foot. I don't know what's the word to use there, but it's comfortable. I mean, I don't see a major issue. All right, guys. So you have a different view now on the bike right now. Amazing lights. I mean, that design is just amazing. You can see the windshield. You can see, I'm gonna ask, but I'm not sure if the wheels are actually they come like this from stock, like off-roading style, but if you see it from a profile, it's an amazing bike. It looks, you know, it has a great design. I think it comes with a standard seat and a lower seat, so I hope the lower seat is even more comfortable than this one from a height perspective. But again, what amazes me a lot is the fact that this is metal. I'm just surprised. It's metal, and when you fall to the ground, if you're doing off-roading or this type of things, you can be safe, and rest assured that it will be hard to bend this. I mean, you can get a scratch, but you won't be able to bend it like maybe in other bikes. So that's a huge win for this one, and I'll give it, you know, 100 points for this, because it's a huge win. All right, guys, so we're back in our bike, 750 GS. I think we gotta give her a name. So if you have any idea, just put it on the comments. So doing a quick comparison, 750 GS versus Deser X. So there's definitely an increase on engine, which to my perspective, you can feel it, but it's not like that huge difference like when I compare the 750 against the 1250. You can feel the difference, but it's not that much of a difference. Now, one of the things that I got, and I said this throughout the video, that it got me really impressed is all these pieces of that bike are freaking metal. And I've known, like, if you see other Ducatis or BMWs or KTMs, these things are plastic. So when you fall down or if you have an accident, if this is plastic, your bike is gonna get a lot of damage to it. So having that said, Deser X, building those pieces in metal, that's amazing. That's a big winner, because away from a scratch, I think that's the only way you can, the only impact that those pieces will have if you fall down. So that's a huge win, at least from my perspective, because again, I've fallen down from my bike plenty of times, and it's not fun to fix stuff just because of a little rock. So big win. I think the height is one of the things that I don't like about Deser X, but again, I was riding on the standard seat. There's a lower seat, which I think would be more comfortable. Now the weight is something interesting, because now that your bike is less weight, even though it's higher, it's not so hard to manage. So I mean, once you understand the weight versus height comparison, you'll be more comfortable on it, I think. So it's a big win for Deser X. Technology wise, I think it's toe to toe with BMW and the 750. Both of them offer similar technology. One thing that I didn't like is the controllers on the bike as well. They were hard to use. I think I'm just used to this little joystick here on the BMW. Maybe it's just me. And one thing that I do want to say that I think it's gonna take some points out of this, it's the fact that my hands are tired of that continuous vibration. And I tried all modes in the bike, and all of them showed the same vibration, and that was pretty uncomfortable. To be honest, on the 1250, I was riding at 120 kilometers per hour. I had no vibration on my handles. Riding this one at 100, 120, it's the exact same thing, no vibration. But yeah, I mean, that one, I don't know if it was new or what it was, but it was a lot of vibration in the hands. I know that bike, it's built for off-roading mostly, right? So I guess that's maybe why. But like off-roading, it's even more vibration on the road than on a highway or on a street. So that's an important point that I want to bring up. Now, comparing or doing my analysis, 750 versus Deser X, I think Deser X is going to be a winner. We're talking about a $30,000 bike, at least here in Costa Rica, versus $15,000, $16,000 on this one. Now, if we compare it to 1250 GS, standard version, not the rally, not the adventure one, I think the 1250 wins, because for $8,000 more, you're getting more comfort, you're getting more technology, I think, you're getting more engine as well. But again, I think it's based on what you want. In my case, I'm not sure yet. It's on my list. I think Deser X is in one of is on my top 3 bikes to change, if any. But yeah, I mean, like I've said in previous videos, it's up to what you want and what you need from a bike. So if you're a more off-roading guy, girl, I guess Deser X would be better. I wouldn't envision myself in a 1250 off-roading constantly. So, food for thought. Both bikes are amazing. Traffic is what sucks, but all bikes are amazing. I think Deser X really exceeded my expectations at some point. Again, that metal piece, it's just crazy different. I really liked it. So thank you very much for connecting to the channel, for watching this video. I hope you subscribe and follow. Please leave in the comments things that you like, that you dislike, and we'll do things. Let us know if you want us to review more things or products. So I guess thanks again, and I'll see you on the road.